Ever wonder how airlines make money? Have you ever booked a flight and wondered, how do airlines actually make money? It seems like a tough business. They have massive airplanes to maintain, fuel to buy, and countless employees to pay. Yet, they manage to stay afloat and some even thrive. Join me as we unravel the mysteries of airline economics and discover the secrets to finding those coveted cheap tickets. Imagine this. You're planning a dream vacation to a tropical paradise. You're scrolling through countless flight options, each with a different price tag. It can be overwhelming, right? But understanding how airlines generate revenue can help you navigate this process and potentially save you some hard-earned cash. Airlines, like any other business, need to generate more revenue than they spend to make a profit. While ticket sales are their primary source of income, it's not their only trick up their sleeve. In the next section, we'll delve into the fascinating world of airline revenue streams, from baggage fees to in-flight snacks. Get ready to become an informed traveler as we explore the ins and outs of airline economics and empower you to find the best deals for your next adventure. While the price you see on that tiny airplane seat icon might seem like the bulk of the cost, airlines have become masters at generating revenue from a variety of sources, often hidden from plain sight. Let's peel back the layers and uncover some of these hidden gems that contribute significantly to their bottom line. First and foremost, we have the obvious ticket sales. This is the bread and butter of the airline industry, the primary source of revenue. The price of a ticket can fluctuate wildly depending on a multitude of factors, such as demand, season, and even the day of the week, which we'll explore in detail later. Next up, we have the dreaded baggage fees. Remember the days when checking a bag was free? Those days are long gone for most airlines. These fees can add a significant chunk of change to your travel expenses, especially if you're a chronic overpacker. But wait, there's more. Airlines have also become quite adept at tempting you with in-flight purchases. From snacks and drinks to duty-free shopping and even Wi-Fi access, these ancillary revenues can add up quickly, both for you and the airline. The convenience of buying on board often leads to impulse purchases. And let's not forget about frequent flyer programs and partnerships. Airlines have forged alliances with credit card companies, hotels, and car rental agencies, creating a vast network of opportunities. These partnerships allow you to earn miles and points that can be redeemed for future travel, making your loyalty even more rewarding. These programs create a win-win situation for both the airline and the savvy traveler, encouraging repeat business and customer loyalty. So as you can see, airline revenue streams extend far beyond the initial ticket price. By understanding these different sources of income, you can be a more informed consumer and potentially find ways to minimize your travel expenses. Knowledge is power, and being aware of these hidden costs can help you make smarter choices when planning your next trip. Ever notice how airline ticket prices seem to fluctuate like the stock market? One moment, you think you found a great deal, and the next, the price has skyrocketed. One day, a flight to Paris might cost $500, and the next day, it's $800. It's enough to make any traveler scratch their head in confusion. What gives? Well, a complex interplay of factors influences those ever-changing price tags. It's not just a random fluctuation. There's a method to the madness. One of the most significant factors is fuel costs. Airlines are major consumers of fuel, and when oil prices rise, so do airfares. This is because fuel is one of the largest operating expenses for airlines. It's a simple matter of supply and demand. When fuel becomes more expensive, airlines have to pass those costs on to consumers to maintain their profit margins. This is why you might see a sudden spike in ticket prices. Another crucial factor is demand. Just like that limited edition sneaker release, airline tickets are subject to the laws of supply and demand. When demand is high, prices go up. During peak travel seasons, such as holidays and school breaks, airlines know they can charge a premium for flights because everyone wants to travel. This is when they can maximize their profits. Competition also plays a vital role in determining ticket prices. If multiple airlines operate on the same route, they'll often engage in price wars to attract customers. This can lead to fluctuating prices as airlines try to outdo each other. This can be great news for travelers, as it can lead to some incredibly cheap fares. However, these deals can be fleeting, so it's important to act fast. Other factors, such as government regulations, airport fees, and even currency exchange rates, can also influence ticket prices. It's a complex equation with many moving parts, but understanding these key drivers can give you a leg up when searching for the best deals. Knowledge is power when it comes to finding affordable flights. In the next section, we'll delve deeper into the impact of fuel costs on airfares and how airlines try to mitigate those expenses. Stay tuned for more insights. Section 4, Fueling the Skies. The impact of fuel costs on airfares. As we learned earlier, fuel costs are a major expense for airlines, accounting for a significant portion of their operating budgets. When oil prices soar, airlines feel the pinch, and those costs often trickle down to travelers in the form of higher airfares. Airlines employ various strategies to mitigate the impact of fluctuating fuel costs. One common approach is fuel hedging, which involves purchasing fuel contracts in advance at a fixed price. This helps to protect airlines from sudden price spikes, but it can also backfire if prices drop unexpectedly. Another strategy is to improve fuel efficiency. Airlines are constantly investing in new, more fuel-efficient aircraft and implementing operational changes to reduce their fuel consumption. From optimizing flight routes to minimizing taxiing time, every little bit helps. Some airlines have also resorted to adding fuel surcharges to ticket prices. These surcharges are designed to offset the rising cost of fuel, but they can be frustrating for travelers who feel like they're being nickel and dimed. Ultimately, the impact of fuel costs on airfares is a complex issue with no easy solutions. Airlines are constantly trying to strike a balance between maintaining profitability and keeping ticket prices competitive. As travelers, understanding these dynamics can help us make more informed decisions about when and how we fly. Section 5, Craving a Vacation. Understanding the role of demand in ticket pricing. Remember that economics class you took in college? The one where you learned about supply and demand? Well, the principles of supply and demand play a significant role in the airline industry, especially when it comes to ticket pricing. It's a fascinating interplay of market forces. Airlines are masters at adjusting their prices based on consumer demand. They use complex algorithms to do this. During peak travel seasons such as holidays, school breaks, and major events, the demand for flights skyrockets. Everyone wants to travel at the same time. Airlines know that people are willing to pay a premium for those coveted seats, so they increase their prices accordingly. It's a strategic move to maximize revenue. It's the classic case of high demand, high prices. The more people want to fly, the more they have to pay. Conversely, during the off-season or less popular travel times, demand for flights tends to be lower. Fewer people are traveling, so prices drop. To fill those empty seats, airlines often lower their prices to entice travelers. They offer discounts and promotions. This is when you're more likely to find those incredible deals that make you want to book a spontaneous getaway. It's the perfect time for an adventure. Airlines also use sophisticated revenue management systems to analyze historical data, predict demand, and adjust prices accordingly. These systems take into account factors such as the day of the week, time of year, and even the weather to determine the optimal price for each seat on a flight. It's a highly calculated process. So the next time you're planning a trip, remember the power of supply and demand. It can significantly impact your travel budget. If your travel dates are flexible, try to avoid peak seasons when prices are at their highest. Flexibility can save you money, and keep an eye out for those off-season deals that can save you a bundle. Happy travels!